welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you're returning. So today we are here for part 3 of Kevin Samuels dying broke, y'all. Now normally we just address the comment section in the beginning and then get into the video, but today's video is all about the comment section. This was like the perfect case study and I was like, okay, so let's just do this thing. So have you ever been in a situation where you were talking to someone and you said something as simple as like, oh, I hate zebras, and then they started cussing and fussing about a blue caterpillar? Like kind of like the situation with Will jumping on the stage and slapping Chris, where everybody was confused, but they knew that the slap had nothing to do with what Chris said and everything to do with what was going on inside of Will. Yeah, that's the comment section, y'all. So first of all, shout out to the comment section because I think I have the best comment section in the world. Look, we're over here, even if we don't agree with everything that somebody else says, and honestly I prefer it that way. You're not supposed to agree with everything that people say. Most of the people, they state their opinions, elaborate, or provide like stats and stuff to support their positions. We're the best. But through the civil discourse, there's always an emotionally fueled black male showing why it's so easy to abandon blind race loyalty for actual happiness and reciprocity in a healthy union. Now, unfortunately, when male-identified women worship their less than mediocre sons, uncles, brothers, fathers, grandfathers, you know, all the men in their lives, they more times than not grow up to be falsely entitled crybaby, like always the victim males with very, very fragile masculinity. They also tend to view any type of disagreement as hostile and an opportunity to hurl personal attacks, even when they're completely baseless. And you're sitting there like confused, like, hold on, what are we talking about here? I thought we were talking about apples, but then you started talking about airplanes. Okay. Now let's take a deep dive into this man's display of projection when asked to present a timestamp so that we could all gain context. He decided to tap dance all around the stage as opposed to just having an educated interaction, y'all. By paying close attention to context clues, these cognitively deficient men will tell you who they're used to interacting with, like what type of women they're used to interacting with, also what type of men. Right? So based off of my YouTube profile pic where I have on the yellow dress, he's concluded that I'm somehow morbidly obese, when in reality that dress was a size 4. And he's looking at a natural haired woman in a profile pic and attempting to shame me by calling my natural hair a wig. Nice try, but still swinging and missing, sir. So apparently I'm supposed to have some kids that need tending to. Like, does anybody want to tell this fool? Actually, no, just let him keep going. This is so much more fun. Toxic black men tend to think that casting the net that dark-skinned black women are all bald-headed, morbidly obese, rude, broke, uneducated, with multiple children, and praying for some man to come and save her. So these least desired black women should settle for any feminine, hyper-emotional, cognitively deficient man who could be bothered with her. Generally, men that think like this, they come from fathers who abandoned them as children, and they make excuses about why they failed as manhood. Like, they make excuses for their dads. It's never the father's fault that he was a piece of trash. It's always, you know, it always falls back on the mom. And they often state that somehow a woman prevented that man from being responsible, or the man himself. He swears up and down that it was all the women in the family that kept him from being a man, which is absolutely impossible. If you disagree, I want you to comment down below and explain to me how any group of women or any woman that you have a child by is a man. Or we can open this up because it's not a man or woman thing. If you believe that a woman can prevent a man from being a father, a stand-up man in society, y'all have to comment down below because I will never understand that. But the fact that he would automatically assume that I have 6 little ones running amok and assigning their rearing to me instead of me and their father, if such were even a thing, shows how lost these black men really are. Like, why is it all of a sudden my responsibility solely to go care for my children? Furthermore, the fact that a black man would be so intent on poking fun at a black woman, aka Sierra, and her method for success, that he is so well versed on another woman's individual prayer, which for the record, I've never even heard, because who really is that invested in black men anyway to be sitting up here praying for one? But it shows that they're searching for guidance. How are you so well versed in Sierra's prayer and I've never even heard it, but you're a whole man out here? And the fact that a man so loosely associates all of this with black women would paint a picture of a morbidly obese mother with them purplish blackish lips and a stingy ponytail who smokes Black and Milds, drinks OE out of the bottle, is loud and proud, cooks, cleans, and does laundry for the on again, off again jailbird boyfriend of probably 25, 30 years. That's the type of woman who would fail at raising these type of men. So they have a skewed reality of what womanhood is, so they just assume all women are as unsocialized and uncouth as their mothers. And regarding my lack of education, sir, it's a stone cold fact that I have more education than y'all's savior. And I actually majored in a field that your boy wishes that he would have majored in. Well, he wished because he's deceased now. But yeah, maybe then he wouldn't have failed so miserably at interpreting the Moynihan report, or would have been better able to lead y'all sheep anywhere other than to slaughter. So next we'll be hitting on O'Shea Duke Jackson's recent video. Kevin Samuels' daughter speaks out, and also the 911 call, because ooh y'all, I heard two different versions, but we'll get into that when we get there. So make sure you guys subscribe, thumbs up, and share this video.